Man, we gotta ask about the infamous Banana Boat Crew.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
You, D-Wade, Bron, CP. Was there any moment of y'all ever teaming up?
Ooh.
Or was there conversations of y'all ever teaming up somewhere in the league? Between y'all Banana?
Us four?
Yeah, y'all four.
Before the Big Three, the Miami Big Three,
Mm-hmm.
it was talks about me and Bron, like, because we were out of me, him, and D-Wade. Like, it was me and him close, and D-Wade was kind of like, and then it was like me and D-Wade close, and then Bron and D-Wade was close, but we never was like all three, locked in until we started going and getting old, you know what I mean? And then we had like experiences, played on the, world championship team, and I think that's when it kind of really started to like blossom. And I think it was because we lost together. We felt the same pain. We felt the same sentiment. So that brought us all three together. With Bron, it was always like, yo, we got to make it happen. Like some way, somehow, the opportunity comes, let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
We just never knew where. You know what I mean? Like we could fuck around with each other, but where? You going to New York? Like, I ain't going to Cleveland, nigga. Like, you coming to Denver? Like, I ain't going to Cleveland, chick. So it was just like, as friends and like competitors growing up together, it's like, yeah, we want to, I would love to play with PG on this team.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kel on this team. But that was always just like a what if of being Bron.
Right.
Then the conversation got serious after like 06, 07, 08 with the Big Three. So they were supposed to go, it was supposed to be Bosh and Wade, and then me and Bron, like going somewhere. We just couldn't find out where. And we wanted it to be New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. Or Chicago. Chicago was in the fold.
Okay. With you and Bron?
Me and Bron. But I was like, if we gonna find a place, then let it be go to Chicago. Like, I'm in Denver, you in Cleveland, free agency hit, let's try to make it work.
They couldn't make that happen.
I didn't know at the time of the collective bargaining agreement, again, I wasn't as educated on the game, on the business of the game, on the business of the sport. So I didn't understand contracts and 3 years, 5 years, you know what I mean? Shit like that, lockout. I knew a little bit, but I wasn't really business savvy enough to understand what was about to happen. So in my situation, I was in Denver. We was in the playoffs every year. We was 50 plus wins. Like we was building something in Denver. So I didn't want to leave. So why take a 3-year deal? No, I'm locked into this 5-year deal. And it was like 5 years, like, I don't know, 85, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got ridiculed for taking a 5-year deal. Like, what? You know where the fuck I come from? I'm not leaving no money on the table. But this was me at that, at that age. Like, I'm not leaving no money on the table.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm winning. I'm in Denver. We building something.
Right.
We got new powder blue uniforms. Like, we popping out here.
That's right.
Right? So I don't want to leave this to go do something that I might regret later down the line. And also at that time, I wasn't ready to go partner and team up with nobody because I was building my own shit in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So to leave my own shit and go team up with somebody, it wouldn't have worked because we were all young and and we all going down our own path. So I'm over here. Like whatever y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do. So I get the call when they say, yo, it's a lockout. Lockout's coming. Yo, we taking a 3-year deal. Right? So let me think about that. Hit y'all back, man. Hit y'all back. Call my agent at the time, which was, I think I was with Bill Duffy at the time and Calvin Andrews. And I'm like, 3-year deal. Yo, bro, it's no conversation. I'm staying. I'm taking a 5-year 85. I'm staying in Denver. I'm happy, boom, boom. So they was trying to finagle how to make that shit work. And then it was like, I think one of them had to take like 16 and the other one 17 and the other one like, you know what I mean? Like all of them had to really sacrifice, which I take my hat off to them for doing that because that's hard as shit to leave at that point in time in your career, young like that with we all was at the top of the game.
Right.
And just say fuck all of that and come together, like nobody was thinking about that. So when they did it, it just made everybody like, oh shit, Melo, you could have been the fourth one. Now, and it's just, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Imagine me at 23 years old, 24 years old, being the fourth option on the team when I'm leading my team every single year. Like I'm finding my way in this league.
Right, right.
And you want me to leave that and go be a fourth option.
Yeah.
No
I don't
chance.
know mentally
Yeah.
how I was gonna be ready for that.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with money.
Right.
Mentally, I don't know how I was gonna do that. I'd have had a different role. I'd have had to figure out my role on that team. These are alphas that we all coming together. Like Bron is an alpha.
Exactly.
D Wade is an alpha.
Crazy.
Everybody don't give Chris Bosh enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bosh was ridiculous in Toronto.
Right.
So for them three to go, I'm like, man, hell no. Like I can't be that 4-5. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool. I'm out here in Denver. So the conversations always was like, that was always a what if to Miami, but people don't look at it like that. It's just, oh, Melo was selfish. So he took 5 years. He took the money and he could have had 3 rings. And man, all that shit a lot of times don't be worth it.
Right.
So they ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times that shit don't be worth it. They made it worth it because they figured it out. They worked it out. They won consistently. They created something down there. Who knows if that would have been the same case if I would have went down there. We look at the Lakers in 2003. They assembled Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and then they had a bench that was nice.
Didn't do nothing.
Come on, that shit don't always work like that.
Let me ask this though, in hindsight, because obviously you went to the East when Bron went to Miami.
Yeah.
And you see the success that they having.
Yeah.
Like initially, are you like, damn, I could have been a part of that, or I should be a part of that? Or was you still happy?
I never did that to myself. I would never ever do that to myself. Look at that and be like, damn, I could have.
Not from a jealousy standpoint.
Yeah, no,
but
just even as a competitive standpoint, damn, I could have been down to this. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew I was intentional when I got to New York on what I wanted to do. I knew they was down there. Okay, if I could come to New York and we can make this work, we gonna compete against them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna give them a run, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's build something. Like let's start to build in New York to go. We know that at the end of the day, these next couple of years we gotta.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta. That's what we want to meet up there with them.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like nobody had that plan. Right? Like I was the only one had the mindset of looking at it like that. But I'm like, I'm taking the darts for it. Being selfish, no defense, bad coach, not coachable, ran my way out of Denver,
Right.
got to New York. They said I should have left after when I was a free agent. I should have went to Chicago, they say. I would have had a ring. You get what I'm saying? It was always, you would have did this, you would have had this.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped fucking with that shit, man. It's just like, you know what, I'm going to stay mellow, champ. Like, that's
Mellow
it.
story,
That's it.
baby.
Love
That's
that.
what it is. That's why you hear shit.
That's it.
Come on.